Hi again. We need to start a new signature for our Totally Junk Journal, round 2. If you remember, I used envelopes from my junk mail, and that's what I'm going to do again, is use envelopes from my junk mail. You don't want to get too many in there. I'm not exactly sure how many's in there, but not going to worry about it. I'm going to measure again, though. I think I cut all of the envelopes to about 8.5. Yes, I did. 8.5 inches tall. We didn't just use the width of the envelopes as our signature width because we added stuff on the edges, and I didn't want the edges to get torn up, so my signature cover's a little wider. So I'm going to trim these envelopes all off so that I have them at 8.5 inches and can open them up. Okay, this one hasn't been used yet, so we're going to seal it. Apparently I got a few of those. I'll have to open those too. So this may be too many envelopes. That's okay. I'm only going to do a few of them for right this minute. This one's got a big window in it. I have an idea for that later. So I am going to just trim off that end. Measure it to 8.5, and shorter is okay, but longer is not. So, and this is the size of mine. It's about like this. And the deal was I wanted to have sort of a traveler's notebook size was the plan. So messed that up a little bit. That's all right. It'll be okay. And I didn't worry if some of the edges were torn. Okay, so we have a few pages here. Now I have 2 pages or 2 envelopes that are exactly the same size. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these, and these are actually going to be our project today. We're going to decorate these and create an actual pocket in our signature. So I have this one. this one. So now these 2 pages, I'm actually going to put into my signature like this. Actually might be fun. Let's see here. Might be fun to do it that way. I kind of like that. I kind of like it with the 2 windows opposing one another. So that part is going to be there. And then we will just open these envelopes. And we'll probably have to have a few more. And I've created my signature. Now I did hunt up one large envelope like this. And I'm going to fold it in half. It's cut at the top. And I'm going to fold it in half this way. Just making it a pocket. And I'm going to put that into my signature as well. Just maybe like that. So right now I have the 2 envelopes that are the same size. I have a couple more envelopes, a large envelope that will make a top pocket, and another envelope here. Okay, but the plan today is to decorate the edge of these 2 envelopes and create a pocket with them. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and glue this pocket together so that it's dry when I get ready to put my decorated edge on it. I'm just going to, this is the fold line right there. I know it's hard to see. I'm just going to run a tiny little bit of glue. Up. And up. So now that pocket is all glued together right here, like so. And these 2 are just separate pages. When you find your envelopes are coming apart, you do have to go in and glue them a little bit. Not a big deal. Just a little bit of glue, hold them together. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now we want to decorate this edge. And what I want to do is I want to cut some strips from this envelope. I'm going to open its edges. And I have a couple that sort of match, the pattern matches, just because I thought I might need more than one envelope. I'm not sure how many envelopes I'll need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off where the flap is folded on it. And then let's see how wide this is. Okay, I think I can give myself about 1 1/4 inches, which will be a good width, and a second 1 1/4 inch piece. Now I do have another envelope, so in case I don't have enough. Now what we're going to do is create a pleated border. So I'm going to bring it in real close, or as close as I can. Okay, now I'll try to keep my hands in frame. And I'm not going to worry about exactness. If you want to, you can worry about exactness. I'm not going to. I'm just going to fold this in a way so that it looks like pleats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the long piece backwards. And I folded down about 1/2 inch. Okay, but then I'm going to fold the long piece back the other way. Can you see here, right there? Let me bring in even closer. Okay, so this one was about 1/2 inch and I folded it backwards. Now I'm folding back the other way, but only about 1/4 inch. Okay. Then I'm going to fold this long piece back again. About 1/2 inch, or just about 1/4 inch from the last fold. But this piece right there is about 1/2 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it up again. Can you see what's happening? This piece is long, that one is short, long, short, long, short, long, short. So what happens is it gets longer because we're going further out. If you can see that this piece, the piece after that, after that, after that, they're each longer than the piece that goes backwards. And it makes a pleat. Now, obviously, we're going to run out of paper. So I'm just going to stick this one right here on top. I'm just going to glue it together. I'm just going to stick it in there and stick it down. Hold it for a second. And go back to pleating my paper. Oops, sorry. When you're in real close, it's hard to make sure that you stay in the frame. I'm trying. Okay, so, oops. I folded that very crooked. Sorry. I do not know if we're going to have enough, so we're going to leave it like that, and we're going to get our piece of, where'd it go? There it is. This is our pocket piece. See, this is the one we glued together. Okay, and now, is this going to be long enough? No, it is not. That's why I thought we might need a third strip. Oh my, that's very, very, very much the wrong color. So I'm going to cut up the rest of this part of the envelope to make my other pieces. Okay. Okay. I need 1¼ inch wide pieces, and I may need a few of them because of this piece being so short. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure. This was the other piece of the envelope is the deal. I'm sorry. All right, so that's just a little long for me to glue onto. Now, if you had a big 12-inch piece of scrapbook paper, you wouldn't be having this little problem that I had. But okay, let's see if it's long enough yet. Nope, still not. I think one more strip ought to do it. Okay, let's see here. Let me get this going the right way again. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to take this back out some. I'll be doggoned. Still too short. Well, that is the nice thing about paper and glue. You can add to your strip. Okay, I think we've got it this time finally. Looks like it. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we're going to put a nice row of glue right here along the edge of our pocket. And I'm going to start with this end because it's easier to get it laid down if we start with the end that's sort of and I'm going to just lay it all down, making sure it lays flat. And I'm just going to hold it. Okay. Now here's the thing. You have to go back in and put just a tiny dot of glue underneath each raised spot. Otherwise, you have a little more trouble holding it down. So I'm just lifting up the little pleat, putting a dot of glue. Now I'm not gluing up here on the ruffly edge because we want it to look like a ruffle. It's a faux ruffle kind of thing. Okay. Now can you see my fun little pleats? But we need to clean this edge up and we need to make sure it's going to stay down. So while that's getting a little bit drier, I'm going to take this envelope and I'm going to cut 2 1/2-inch strips out of it. I wonder if I can go this way. Nope. Well, that's okay. They might be a little wider than 1/2 inch. I'm just going to use the edge of the ruler. It makes it easier. Excuse me. Okay. Now, the reason I cut 2 is that we're going to put a ruffle or a pleated edge on the other side of our pocket. But for now, I'm just going to put this right over that edge. So I'm just going to glue it down. It's always good to put a little glue on this part. Now, isn't that fun? That ruffle is just, it's just a little pleated edge. Okay, now we want to do the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut 2 1¼ inch pieces, and actually I'm going to go ahead and cut it all into 1¼ inch strips because I do know I'm going to need more than what I started with the first time. And I'll be back in a minute when we get our pocket done. Okay, so now we have our ruffled edge pocket or pleated edged pocket. I don't like the way that looks right there, so I'm going to just trim it off a little bit. And I'm going to put that pleated edge pocket in between my other pages, like so. So now I have the beginnings of my second signature for our Totally Junk Junk journal. I have a few envelope pages here. I have a deep pocket. I have another page. Now that's the center, and I may need to add another envelope in here. We'll see when we get further down the road, but I can always add another page. Here's the other side of my deep pocket. This is a fun looking page that has clear envelope on it. We'll have to do something fun with that. And here's my side pocket with the ruffles and another page. So I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you again. Hopefully next week I'll have another video. Okay, guys. Oh, and if you're not aware, we actually work this project through every Sunday at noon. I do a live stream, and we've been working on this project in the live streams as well. This video is actually comes after the live stream version, and it's made so that you don't have to try to find the Totally Junk Journal information in the live stream. I'm going to read you a quote from my 1001 Ways to Creativity and go on and get busy doing stuff. Apparently I forgot to turn the page. A classic is a classic, not because it conforms to certain structural rules or fits certain definitions. It is a classic because of a certain eternal and irrepressible freshness. Edith Wharton. Okay, guys, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.